So the moment we have been waiting for has finally happened. The official Hawkeye deep dive video is live, and it has a lot of people talking. It has a lot of people really excited and some people disappointed as well, but we're going to be covering all the interesting stuff, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments below, has this got you kind of excited for the future of this game? Do you see the light at the end of the tunnel? Do you think it's worth it if you've seen the video or not? Go ahead and drop a like on this video. Like I said, if you're excited for it in general as well. And what you'll be seeing in the background of this video are some brand new screenshots that were captured on the next gen version of this game. So it definitely is some exciting times, so let's just dive straight into this. Now, first thing I do want to point out, I'm a little bit disappointed that today isn't the release date. So just to clarify, it will be available to play on March 18th, which is also when we'll officially get our hands on the next gen version of this game. I know we still call it next gen, although it's technically current gen, but the amount of people, including myself, that are still struggling to get their hands on it, I guess we can call it next gen, right? But nonetheless, that's what everything was captured on in this video, and I have to say, it definitely does look phenomenal. Now, also what looks phenomenal are, of course, the brand new skins for Hawkeye. Now, this is something that I was really amped up for, and of course it is the Ronin and the Ultimate Hawkeye suit. I think these look absolutely incredible. We didn't unfortunately get to see these in action, but you can only imagine how great they're going to look. And like I said, the other screenshots were captured on next gen, and it just really gives you that feel on how this game is going to look. I mean, the lighting in general just looks absolutely incredible. So if you're one of those dudes who really go in for the photo mode of this game, then I'm sure you're going to love this. But most importantly, what is really incredible, we know Clint has 10 arrows, right? And there's also a grapple, which basically just helps his traversal in the new map, the Wasteland, which also looks very, very good. It does look huge as well. Huge in the right way, where there's going to be a lot of exploration. And we can also pet Lucky, which of course is the dog, and I'm assuming it will be in gameplay too. Again, we didn't, as far as I'm aware, actually see that, but we did actually see him in the helicarrier, so that alone was really, really good. Right, so where do we actually stand with content moving forward? So overall, I mean, the gameplay looks absolutely incredible. It definitely does show that Hawkeye is a complete different DLC character as opposed to, you know, Kate Bishop. And one thing we did know is that with Kate Bishop, ultimately they're both archers, right? And we basically have the same intention that gameplay is going to be very, very similar. But even the melee with Hawkeye seems a ton of fun, and again, we did get to see that in action, and the way he's moving around is actually so much more different. And one thing we always say is when it comes down to combat in this game, purely because the people they have working on the combat in this game really just gives it that survival rate, I guess you could say, in the sense of that's what keeps pulling players back in, even though we're still fighting the same aim bots. So that's one thing that I do want to mention that a lot of people are still disappointed in. I'm genuinely not disappointed with that, although I definitely want to be able to fight somebody else. But one thing we did actually know is that it's still going to be the aimbots, but I have a strong feeling that in this DLC it will actually be a circumstance where maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to finish them off. Now, we did of course see our first actual look at Maestro in the game, which was incredible. That looked like it's going to be one hell of a boss fight, and again, it's one of those things, right, we're just getting more refreshing content, more locations, and more fun things to do in this game. So that's going to be alone a very, very great boss fight that I know a ton of you guys are definitely looking forward to as well. Now, going back to something else that I was a little bit disappointed with, so the first thing was just a release date, which I guess is kind of like a bummer in general, but you just have to wait, right? There's absolutely nothing we can do. But also that today is Black Panther's 3-year anniversary, and well, they didn't actually drop any teasers whatsoever. Although we have seen teasers in general, of course, we didn't actually see it in the official video for today, the deep dive. But I have a feeling that now, because, well, give or take, it's just over a month away, right? Today being the 16th of February, and it coming out on the 18th of March. We're just over a month away until this DLC is going to be be released, so I have a strong feeling that we're going to see way more of this gameplay in action, in both when it comes down to the dev live streams. That's going to be something that I feel is just going to be dropping a ton of gems for this DLC in general, and also I think that the official Avengers like Twitter account and their social accounts and all in all are going to be teasing way more. Whether or not we get more GIFs, screenshots, whatever it may be, just game clips as a whole, I definitely think we're going to be getting some teasers that are going to be very, very strong to draw players back in who were a little bit disappointed with this. But overall, if I had to give my personal rating on the video, I'd easily give it like an 8 out of 10. Only reason why we're not at a 10 out of 10 is pretty much because it didn't actually show everything that you may have wanted to see, and also the release date. But hey, it's one of those things, we didn't really expect it to be released today, but hey, it's just one of those things that a lot of people I know are super, I guess, bugged about, right? But hey, what do you think about the whole situation? Now, my theory going forward is, we know after this, right, even if we have to wait like 2 months now, so that whole idea and myth that was going around for Spider-Man's DLC is no longer happening in March, clearly. So we're going to go on the assumption that it's going to be a new DLC every 2 months. And I know it might sound a little bit crazy, but that's my general theory on that. So I think basically, if this is coming out March 18th, probably around May, we're going to get our first look at Black Panther in terms of a DLC, another deep dive video. But the good thing is we know that Black Panther is literally the next DLC character after this, and then it's going to be going to Spider-Man. I could be wrong, but like I'm 99.5% sure. I know that 5% has screwed me over in the past, but nonetheless, it's like a no-brainer at this stage. So after that, we then know we're going to get the Spider-Man DLC. So again, I'm just going on the assumption that we're pushing and working with like 2 months ahead. So March, April, May, May being Black Panther, and then probably around July would be Spider-Man, and then whatever other characters they have in store. But by then, they should have hopefully rekindled all the players back in, and a lot of people are just really hopeful in general moving forward. But like I said, leave your thoughts on this stuff in the comment section below. Were you disappointed by it? Were you not disappointed by it? And how do you think things are going to pan out? Again, cosmetics for Hawkeye were definitely on point alongside the screenshots, so overall it has a lot of people talking. It is just a matter of being able to get your hands on it and also play it in action. But hey, combat is a strong point for them, and I think this is going to work very, very well. But guys, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.